I look like I'm an albino.
You are an albino.
That was a great way of starting the stream, Jacob. That's great.
Did it start?
I look like an about. Yeah, it's starting.
Hey everybody, welcome to the third episode of the AwwwChyeahPodcast. It is 8:25 Thursday, August 25th, 10:30 p.m. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Let's start.
I have to ask, Austin, you're the one who listens to the most podcasts. Do they all really do that, or is that just your thing?
That's just what I've been doing.
Yeah, and then when we get sponsored, we got to spit out 15 minutes worth of sponsors.
Thank you.
Let me tell you about my
blank.
favorite night.
Thank you, Trojan Condoms. Trojan Condoms now have banana-flavored condoms. I would suggest everyone to just go out and buy a pack and just start gnawing on them.
Thank you, Trojan Condoms, for breaking and giving me a child.
By the way, everyone...
Totally on purpose.
Person on the very top, he is my other brother.
Say hi to Nick.
Hello, all.
He's not going to say much because he's not much of a talker, but
And
he has some alcohol in him, so hopefully this will do it.
And you probably won't see him ever again, so...
You know what, guys? I know we have like a full schedule today, and I just thought of this right here. Can we talk about alcohol for more than 1 minute?
Go ahead.
I would like to talk about alcohol. I would like to ask everybody, and same with everyone at home, everybody, what is your favorite type of alcohol? I want to go through everyone here because, you know, I feel like opening up our alcoholic tendencies to the people, to the public. Austin, we'll start top left. What are you going to do? What's your very favorite? Austin's not much of a drinker, but when he drinks about 2 and goes to bed, so I want to know what he does.
I think my choice, and it's a new choice, would be whiskey sours. Because
You're welcome.
They're so good. I don't think you showed me. I think it's probably Jacob that showed me.
No,
me,
that was
man.
totally me.
I think it was
It was
Tech
me.
9 that showed me.
No.
Tech
Okay.
9, where you bought the
Ew, Jordan. God, you're so fat.
You're really ugly.
Good
I don't
God.
know if you know that.
That mug.
All right,
For
so
real,
whiskey
little
sour.
man?
Whiskey
Why?
sour, Nick?
I'm not done, Zach.
Oh, okay.
And my
sorry.
thanks. And my favorite
Sorry.
beer, I would have to say, I think is Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So I'll
That's a good
have
idea.
that.
We'll do favorite beer and favorite hard drink.
All right.
Good idea, Austin. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi, sponsored.
I'm actually wanting to sponsor this Brickway Brewery, delicious beers. I'm getting another one. So
All right.
damn good. I'm gonna get another one, Nick. Unless
Yeah,
Austin,
okay.
Am I cutting you off again? Or, okay.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Probably.
Wait.
Nick,
Favorite
one beer
liquor?
and one hard drink.
All right. Favorite liquor?
Liquor.
Okay.
Barely newer.
That was disgusting. Thanks for.
Ew, sad.
Jeez. Okay, are we talking mixed drinks or just liquor in general?
Any-
'Cause
either
Austin
one.
kind of mixed drink there.
Yeah,
Any
I mean
drinks.
mixed drink, just any type of liquor that you use in a mixed drink.
What's your favorite thing to drink?
Penis.
Wow. Okay. We know what Jacob's is already.
Probably.
So.
If I could afford it all the time, I'd probably drink Crown. But
Crown is good.
because it's
Good one.
cheap, I drink rum. So rum's probably one that I
The
drink all
poor
the time.
man's drink. Frickin'
Cool.
rum.
Beer?
Good call. Good call.
If you say bud or anything like that, I'm gonna have to kill you.
No.
Good
It's
luck.
probably Rolling Rock.
Probably Pabst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
But I did try something at JL Beers that was damn good. It was
Gordon's Oatmeal Stout?
it was blue juice. No, blue juice, and it was the bomb. And it was a dark.
Are you sure it's not Moo Juice? MOO?
Nope. It's BLOOJOOS. Blue juice, and it was
Was that the stuff Jacob
I
drinks?
didn't like it.
Yeah,
but-
isn't that what I drink, mate?
No,
I don't-
mate. Your little mango juices that you get, that is not blue
No,
juice.
that's just a
That's
juice.
trash.
Yeah, girl.
Juice,
Ugh.
like the super cheap option of getting drunk. Seriously, Jacob.
God.
Oh.
Right.
Mate.
Yeah, real disgusting, man.
All right, Zach, favorite drink.
Oh, I was gonna say Jacob, so we could just go around the top there and.
All right, Jacob.
Mate, all right. I used to really dig the.
Talking to the talk like you're talking to us though.
Yeah, don't be looking at your computer, bro. Are you
Mate,
cool?
what am I? Mate, really? What I think? No. What I
Yes.
think my favorite is. No.
All right, never mind. Go back to it. You're fucking.
Okay.
You look stupid.
Okay, so I used to like what's it called? Black Velvet and Goldschlager, yeah. But
What?
then Now that I drink those,
Goldschlager,
now,
I
and
can
hypnotic.
die.
not really hypnotic
Fucking
sometimes.
hypnotic. Ugh.
But then now I drink them, I'm like, I want to kill myself. So I think I could stick to like the, if I'm thinking about liquor, I think like Ron Diaz, because that's like, that's good. Or
It seems to be
or
repeating fashion here.
I get down with the juices. Everyone hates it, but
Anybody who
get turned.
Who doesn't know anybody who doesn't know what they are, they're strong and disgusting.
it's
They're
like
those little
it's
buzz
four,
bombs.
it's
Buzz
exactly
balls.
it's
Buzz
exactly a
balls
Four
suck, too.
Loko. Four Locos.
I want to try Four Locos. That actually sounds okay. I don't know.
They're real
Jordan?
good.
My favorite's whiskey. My favorite whiskey is the famous Black Grouse. It's empty though, for good reason.
It is empty. I already drank it.
For good reason. It's,
That doesn't stay.
oh, it tastes like water going down your gullet though. I can just taste it right now. It just
Ooh, that wild turkey though.
Oh, that wild turkey. Mm.
So Zach, what about you?
Buying that for Jacob's birthday was the best thing I ever
Oh,
did.
that was
can't.
the worst fucking. So on my 21st birthday, these fat people really all were just screwing me with the worst kind of shots. Usually you give them some good ones. No, I get like.
No, you always
Okay,
give a
Patron
bad
was
one.
good. Patron was good. I got, but
Patron is good.
and then I got
Was
fucking
that
wild
what I bought you,
turkey.
Jacob? Are you talking
No.
about that party?
Jordan gave me the Patron. Austin gave me the fucking wild turkey, and
Was I
that was.
even here?
Nope, you didn't come.
No, you didn't come.
Oh.
It was
That was-
literally.
we went out at midnight 01 at
Dude.
like on like a Wednesday, and I was like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm getting turned in an hour for you, and I did.
and
and
it
he
fuck-
did too.
Dude, it fucking no, that wild turkey put me over the edge.
I'll find a picture here, Zach, and I'll send it to you of
Okay.
Jacob the day after.
All right, and then Jordan, you're all right. Nick, shove that in his mouth.
Oh, goddamn.
Shove that in his mouth.
He won't take it.
Hey, and your beer, Jordan? Beer of choice.
I don't really have one. Anything New Belgium, I guess.
Not a bad one.
I can't find the 24 packs of dank beers anywhere except for New Belgium that sells them. So
It's called a case, Jordan. You fucktard.
Ouch.
And
Hey,
Oh,
Nick,
truly.
you have a kid. You have a child.
you have a child, and Nick, I don't see you buying a 24 pack of New Belgium either. So
well,
He's
that's
got
because
you,
I
bro.
bought
He's
beer.
got you.
Ew.
Going over to me, I'm gonna have to say the same thing with Jordan. Black Grouse. Ever since I bought that, it's been absolutely amazing. Label 5's not bad either, though. For a scotch.
Label 5 is like fucking turpentine shit. Woofda. That stuff's rough.
You use that to clean out like open wounds in the
For
Civil
real.
War and shit.
Oh.
I'm cut open. My wife stabbed me. Well, let me go get the Label 5 and a sewing kit.
Jacob, how
Right,
was your
yeah.
curry for dinner?
What?
The fuck are you doing?
Oh,
What is that?
I'm so greasy. This thing's sticking like glue.
That sounds about
Dang,
right.
dude.
why don't you shower once in a while?
Okay, bro, me and Nick just have some greasy skin.
For
It's-
real.
That's gross.
Hey
It's
guys,
true.
hey Jordan, when we're 60 and you're like, I don't know, 80 or
100,
something,
yeah.
you're gonna be all wrinkled and me and Jacob are gonna be looking pristine.
Yeah, we're gonna
Why?
get,
Why would having oily skin make your skin better than
it
mine?
makes all right.
It
so what
prevents
happens?
wrinkles, bruh.
It makes it moist. And
You
when
know what? You know what actually
Is
gives
it-
wrinkles?
It gives
Stress.
you moist.
And you know who
flesh.
doesn't stress? Me.
All right,
Oh, you don't stress.
because you have kids and you hate your job.
I don't stress.
Hey everybody,
That's
welcome
stress.
to the how to have good skin while you're 80
You
podcast.
think?
What are we doing?
You think
Come on.
having
There we are.
stress is a life choice? You know, you can either if your car breaks down, you can either feel like, oh fucking god, I hate my life, my car's broken, and I have no life now, or you can
That's
be like,
Jordan.
you know
That's
what?
you.
I'll call the mechanic. They'll come pick it up and they'll fix it. And I'm the second one.
Or you can try to fix it yourself, fuck.
Yeah,
try to
okay.
save
So when my gasket's
fun.
blowing my motor, I'm gonna go ahead and take that apart and try and fix it. You know, sometimes there's some things I just know I can't fix.
And
That's
If your
Frank.
gas blows in your motor, you should probably just get a new car. You probably shouldn't.
Just saying, you know,
there's an
Nick's like
episode
Mr. Fix It. I'll tell you what.
There's an episode of American Dad where he's like, it's the one with Stelio Cantos, I think.
Stelio.
He comes to the thing. He's like, what if someday you have to take a box of oranges up the stairs? He's like, well, I'd pay somebody to take the box of oranges up the stairs.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do. I would take, like, forget that. It goes with the car thing, Nick. It's like, I'm just going to pay somebody to fix my car. I'm not gonna fix my
Well,
car.
I mean, I'm down to pay somebody to
Exactly,
fix my car,
Nick.
but I'm not gonna be down to if something ridiculous like that. If you got a fucking Jordan, you'd be the guy that gets a flat tire and you're like, Rihanna, go change it because I don't want to do it.
True, Dad.
Yeah.
Yes, Austin.
Wow.
Austin, hello.
All right. I don't mean to interrupt this here, but I just got the email from you, Austin.
Don't show it. Don't just
No,
put it up.
I'm not. I'm gonna put it on the stream. But oh my God,
Nudies.
Jacob, you look miserable.
Yeah, he looks like a mess.
When is this?
Oh,
Yeah,
drunk
sorry.
Jacob.
You'll have to watch the podcast.
I wish I was there.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry, I have to watch it.
I was
Oh,
there.
okay.
I remember Jacob jumped in my arms and I was carrying him. We were down in Billy Frogs, weren't we?
God, I don't even want to drink
Oh.
thinking of that night. I feel just vom. Oh.
Okay, Jordan, go ahead.
Okay, FYI, going off of the I pay somebody to do it.
Yeah.
This light right here was broken for months. Dad tried to come over and fix it because he's like, I think I can do it. I fix electronic things at work. I'll do it. I think I have the option. I think I have the capability. And he came over, tried to do it, took both my lights apart, couldn't do it. I called somebody in because that's what I would have done in the first place. I wouldn't have tried to destroy it. Wouldn't have done it because
Yeah, but at least you tried. Like,
what's the point though? Because I don't know
Oh,
I don't know
free.
electric stuff. And I'd kill myself.
You don't know how well you could do it until you try it for the first time.
Or die.
Yeah, boy.
or die.
What are you
fine.
talking about?
You know, putting in my floors, there's no chance of me dying. But touching a live electric wire without some kind of like beep 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 beep, you know, this is a
Good.
live wire here. Don't touch it.
Put on
Good
rubber
chance of you
gloves.
dying.
It's called being grounded.
No, I don't. Or I can just be like, you want to come to my house right now and fix
Hi,
my
light
lights for
fixing,
$75. I'm on my way.
Yeah, 70. Let
Done.
me drop $75 when I could have dropped $6. So thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
6 in the next 2 weeks because you don't.
it would
know
have
how to do it.
taken.
You
It's
know,
about
you need-
it's
you
about
need to
the
know
time you
people.
spent on it versus what you get out of it.
Hey guys,
You
how
need to
about
know people. I put in a whole light
Jacob?
downstairs, brand new light downstairs
I don't want to see your
for
black
like
heads,
$20
babe.
because Tom knows how to put it in.
There you go.
There's your
know
thing.
people.
If
You
you,
know
don't
people.
know somebody that knows how to do it, then you got to pay the man.
And I'm
Hey,
not.
how about
Yeah,
this?
that's fine, but at least Dad tried. Like
How
you
about
may not
this?
know how to
How
do it,
about
but
this?
Dad tried to do it.
It depends. It depends on the situation. How about that? Because if my water heater breaks, I'm not going to try to fix that because that's built completely into the house, and I'm not going to break it
Nope.
more.
I just fixed my water heater. It's fine without calling
You
someone.
didn't fix it. The guy told you about the pilot light.
Nope. It wasn't the pilot light. I had to clean it out. And once I cleaned it out, worked no problem.
Okay, but at the same time,
That's why you want electric ones. Electric is best. You don't
Yeah,
want
I wish I
gas,
fucking had electric. 'cause
water
that'd be
heaters just
nice.
because of.
Sell your house
me
just
and
for that.
Nick have like 3,000-year-old houses.
Cut your losses,
so we
mate.
Can't, we
It's
can't
true.
Just, do that.
Dip out.
For
3,000-year-old
true.
houses each.
So let's talk about something interesting though, instead of
This is interesting. You
Bullshit.
house owners or future house owners are going to appreciate this conversation.
Just
that is
this,
true.
this is going out to everybody. How to have good skin. How to take care of your house.
We should talk
J-
about
This
thermal
is just
at
an
Jake-
instructional video.
Looking
that's
at
all.
Jacob's blackheads.
Well, that can only go so far, though.
Does anybody here?
I'll
know
tell you
thermal-
what, taking apart a
thermodynamics?
Dyson vacuum and putting it back together is a chore in itself, FYI, in case anybody has Dyson out there.
It's easy
Is it
peasy.
Dyson like German?
I could just call a Dyson
No.
repairman to come up
Austin,
to my house and
that's
fix it.
Dyson. That's Dyson. Don't worry about it, man.
New topic.
Okay, so let's talk about what you can do on the outside of your house.
God, no.
Done with that.
Oh,
What I'd like
Talk
to
about
what I-
siding, how to
what I'd
replace
like to
it.
get
No,
talk
no.
about
I'm,
vinyl.
Need to put
I'm-
in rock? We just did it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
done with that. No, I'm done with that.
I'm done.
I would like to
with
get
that.
into
So
paranormal
upset.
tonight. All right.
That was a nice zoom in.
Okay, dude.
Paranormal.
I've got the best Zoom, though.
You got that creepy.
Friggin' thing.
I have the best one. Click, 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 click.
All right, who's going to start? Who has a
Right
scary...
Now, right now, I'm gonna need a flash of lightning and oh. So edit that in. Thank
Oh.
you.
Okay.
Everyone look right.
Woo!
Everyone look
Gotcha.
All right.
OMG.
We're talking about the paranormal tonight.
Okay, who's got a scary ghost story?
Paranormal.
Nick, let's go ahead and hear your story
Nick, let's hear your story, Nick.
from
Nick, let's
when
hear
your bed
your
was
story.
shaking.
Oh, bed shaking, Nick.
Bed shaking.
All right, now everybody else.
Oh,
shut up.
that's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Okay.
This is a conjunct with me and Nick.
Jacob, yes. So, because Jacob has experienced the same damn thing. So So when I was it's probably started when I was like a freshman in high school, and it was weird because it's like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like barely just a little bed was like shake. I could just feel it, and I would always think it's like I'm like half-assed asleep, so it's probably not actually happening.
That's probably what it was.
Well, okay, sure, and then and then
Refute me, mate.
That's what I'm trying to do, but you keep talking. So, oh shit. So what I did is this went on for probably 2 or 3 years. Like it was summer going into my senior year is when I finally figured out that some shit was going on. Cause like I'd always wake up and not worry about it really, but it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure my bed shook last night. Well, one time I was actually like, okay, fuck this. I'm figuring this out now. So I got up and I got out of my bed. I was awake for sure. Got back on my bed, and that shit was like, I went on my hands and knees on top of it, and that shit was like shaking me. Oh God, I swear to God, it was the freakiest shit.
Sure.
Jacob's done the same
for
thing.
Sure. Yeah, no doubt. I've woken
In that
up,
fucking house.
and
Was
it's
it
the same
room?
No, it's two different. I was in Zach's room, old room. Hold on, let me just say my testimony. Yeah, it's the same damn thing. Like it happened to me, like almost every night. I'd wake up around the same time. And it'd just be vibrating, and I thought I was just so fucking tired that, my body was shaking because it needed sleep or something like that. So I didn't think anything of it. And then I literally got up too, and I tried to like get eye level and see if that thing was moving. I didn't see if it moved, but I hopped back on, and it was still like I could still feel it shaking. So and then I asked Nick, and he had the same thing fucking happening. So I was like, and ever since I lived in my past 2 apartments, not once has that happened to me, except
Me
that
too.
house.
Nope, never, except at the parents' house.
All right, Jordan, what? Damn it.
I know why.
Why?
Do you know what the kind of stuff you've looked up your
Drugs.
whole life?
I was back going to say.
No,
That's
for
what
sure.
I'm saying.
Jacob
No,
for
for
this
Jacob
shit.
fucked everybody at our house.
You fucked
Jacob-
everybody at that
Jacob
house.
was in
Nick, you
love
did-
with
You
the
know,
satanic.
there's so many scary
I didn't
things
look
in that
up
house now.
shit.
They're frightening
you-
things.
Nick, you did drugs and all that also enters shit like that.
Oh, come on.
No,
drugs?
I never did.
You are
drugs at the
grasping
house.
for straws here, mate, and you ain't getting
Yeah,
any of
you're
them.
just
You
grabbing
act like I'm
something.
literally like how to perform a
You did.
seance in
How
a-
to talk to the devil. How to use a seance effectively. How to
When
get
did
a
I-
demon to come into your house and shake your bed at night. That was you.
Yeah,
Literally,
that's what people Google all the time.
The
How do
worst
you make
thing-
the bed shake from a demon?
The
I
worst
Google
thing that
why did I accidentally build a shelf or something.
Yeah.
Oops.
The worst thing I Google is like fucking just Ouija videos, and that's not even bad.
Like
They say
wolves.
that is a gateway to the devils.
Dude, yeah,
Okay,
or
yeah,
like
using
you
it.
Google
I'm not-
exorcisms and
Watching
shit.
it's the same thing. What's different than watching it or actually,
performing.
F?
That's so different.
AJKOB. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, no.
Thanks, the devil.
Oh,
So nice.
The devil.
No.
Mr. Diablo.
I would tell this story, but I don't know it 100%. I think one of you guys definitely knows it. But what happened to what is your cousin's name? Mikey?
Mikey? Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead,
yeah.
Nick.
I don't really
I
know
heard
that
this
much
story.
either.
I don't think I
Somebody-
heard this story.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Jake-
Jacob
was gotta
knows it,
do-
I think.
I guess.
But it's super creepy.
Okay.
Alright, let's listen to
So what happened?
I heard it straight from the source. Your grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Mikey, our cousin. All right, Jordan. You want to knock it off?
I'm interested. Fuck you.
Mikey was boning his girlfriend at, I don't know, his house. It's probably her house, I think. They're just getting it on, and I don't know if it was after like they're done. They're just laying there, and he felt like something was on top of him. He felt like something like he couldn't breathe. Like felt like 1,000 pounds was like laying on top of him. Couldn't move, couldn't run, but he was aware that everything was going on. And he said he was like screaming because nothing could happen. And so his girlfriend got up and like screamed like he's back again, and then ran out, and he was still sitting there just freaking out. This thing was on him, and then after like a minute or so, it like literally everything just lifted. Then he could get up and all that. So he's like, "What the fuck was that?" When he went and talked to her, and he said, "This thing, I saw it when I saw it on top of you. This thing has been following me ever since I was little, and
Oh, God.
now it's here." Like
Just drop her.
Exactly. I would
I've
pick up my suitcases and be like, all right.
Yeah, no, he said this
Thank
thing's
you,
been following me
Mr.
since I
Demon.
was.
Get the fuck out, please.
This thing's been following me since I was a kid. So when I saw that on top of you, I just had to leave.
Yeah, and then she also said something about how if she brings new people in, then it gets pissed. Like that's when things happen is when she brings. But if like it's just her, then not really much happens. Like she knows it's there, I guess. But
Was he sleeping or was he?
I don't know if he was sleeping. I don't know.
Because
Oh, he
there's
said
such
that
thing
there
as
were-
like what is it called? Night terrors,
Sleep-
where you
sleep-
you can't
sleep paralysis.
Sleep
Sleep
apnea or
paralysis,
something.
yeah.
sleep paralysis.
Sexomnia.
Sexomnia.
That's a thing, dude.
Wait,
Shut
yeah,
up.
I can see why nothing ever bothered Jordan. Anything would try to haunt him, he'd try to bone it.
Right.
Sex, Lexia.
for real.
Nate, I've had a scary scenario or two.
All right, Jordan, you're next. What? Jordan's got.
You
No,
are gonna come down to hell with. Oh God, what is going on?
No,
Jordan-
no
no,
one's.
Jordan-
Well, someone's
Jordan-
talked.
Jordan's got a lot of.
Something's
fucked
talked
up
to me.
things. Yeah, so Jordan, say all your fucked up things, because you got some pretty scary stuff.
I know I did. I was there, and it was
All right, so
terrifying.
lead them off, mate.
I don't know if I want to talk about this subject tonight because then I can't sleep. So
Dude, but don't
might-
be a bitch.
I might just have to go to bed. I think.
Don't be
Oh,
a
okay,
bitch,
that's how
man.
it is.
Go play some Rocket League or something.
Well, you can do that when you're done.
Okay.
When you're done with this, watch
Like
Office.
the first year I moved into this house here. You know, when you move into a
The house
house.
that you're in right now.
Yeah, dude. When you move into a house, like the first thing that I did, every little crack I heard, I fucking got up. Who's here? Someone's in the fucking house. So I get up and I sneak around the house, you know, like a ninja, like one of these things, you know. Sneak
shitty
around
ninja,
just to make
bro.
sure no one sees me, but no one's
A
ever there.
shitty ninja.
So I don't know, maybe like 6 months into moving here, living here, I go to bed around the same time, like 1 o'clock, and I go there, look at my phone for like half an hour, drift off, and it felt like immediately after, I feel like someone's watching me now. Fuck.
That's why I got a window behind me, man, just to make sure that nothing's behind me. Besides
Just-
some stranger probably peeking in.
Right, yeah, I don't know
That's
what's
fine.
going on. Talking about paranormal stuff.
At least
yeah.
it's a real person, not some.
What's going on there?
I think it felt like I fell asleep for like half an hour, and I felt that because you're laying down like this, and then I wake up, just my eyes.
I love how Jordan acts out everything. Like when he was masturbating in the
Visual aids helps.
yeah,
helps.
you do good visual aids, man.
It helps capture it. So I'm laying here, and I normally never, even if I gotta pee really bad, I never wake up in the middle of the night. But I did that night, and I jolted. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And I could feel something in my doorway because I had to sleep with the door open. So really hard to show this, but the door is right there, and our bed's just a little to the right. And she's near the wall, I'm near the door. So I hear this, and then I feel something looking at me in the doorway. Because you can feel, a presence there. You
Just
can
like you
sense.
did a second ago.
Yeah.
Great.
You sense someone's looking at you or something. So, and then I couldn't move.
Austin's doing it too now.
I couldn't move. I was fucking laying here, and eyes were open. I was trying to sneak out of the corner of my eyes, like who's in the fucking doorway, because I can't move a single thing. And then it goes,
Tits.
Jordan. And then that was it. And then it fucked off. And then I can move again.
My God.
It said my fucking name, and then it went, and then it fucked off. It
Jeez. That's
I-
awful.
Okay, you didn't tell me about the breathing part.
Yeah,
It's actually
it freaking
pretty
did
fucking-
too. It was so scary.
Tell them about the ledge at your old house too.
All right, no.
Oh
Before you do
damn, that ledge! That was a
Before-
freaky ledge,
Everybody
man.
knows about the lid.
No, that's
before
it's
you,
that.
before you do that story, I want to bring up a funny one to kind of lighten the mood, since that's
Please, 'cause I'm dying
that
here.
story was pretty scary. So we were all gonna go to Denny's because Denny's was a thing that we always used to do way back in the day. We used to get there, get the lumberjack slam.
Rip.
Where it would it's a bunch of it's a platter of breakfast foods pretty much. But we used to go there after drinking. Austin would be the sober one, so 2:00 in the morning we'd go there and eat to our heart's content. And we were going to do that one night, and Jordan even said, "Hey, I'm going to be available to do this. I'm going to do this." He was drunk as shit, and we're like, "Okay, awesome, here we go." So me, Austin, and I don't know if Jacob was there.
Probably not.
No, I don't know.
I doubt it. He's going like half a time, maybe.
No, it was
total.
Jacob. It was Jacob. That was the whole.
I've
point
gone
of
to
this
like
story.
every single one
But
except one.
It was Austin. It was Austin, me, and Jacob, and we were knocking on the door. We were ringing the doorbell. No, nothing was happening. We texted him 1,000 times. We kept calling him on the phone. No one was picking up. So we're like, okay, he usually leaves like one of the doors in his house open. So we checked all the doors, and we found the one that goes into his garage. And in his garage, he has stairs going down to his living room, and then you go straight, and that's where his bedroom is. Jacob.
Should I just share the blueprint to my house so everybody knows what my house looks like?
Jacob went in there and did pretty much the same thing that Jordan did. He opened up the door and he saw Jordan laying there. He was passed out because he was fucking drunk as shit. And then he reached over and scared the ever-living shit out of his wife. She was
I don't know why
so
you freaking
mad.
did that, mate.
She was so mad. Just a shadow in the house.
Yeah!
Just about to tap Jordan, and I think he had to go over Rihanna to tap her to tap him. And she woke up and she did, and then Jacob walked out and he's like, I don't think he's gonna be coming. Let's go. And then Rihanna never heard. We never heard the end of that. Don't you guys dare fucking come into my house again, ever again.
If Jordan had a gun, Jacob would be dead.
If I had a
Sure
gun.
did.
Yeah. And I feel really bad if I shot my brother because I thought he was an intruder. So, FYI,
Technically, he was an intruder.
like text
Technically
me.
he was.
I was passed out. Just don't come to my house, okay? Doors are locked now, so I've learned that lesson.
All right, Jordan.
At
Last moment is gone. Let's get back to the scary.
in my second place of living, it was a townhome, and it was an upstairs and downstairs. Downstairs kitchen, bathroom, living room. Upstairs,
townhome, I
2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, closet, laundry room. And it was a huge flight of stairs, like 20 stairs,
Flight?
flat 90-degree angle. It was a flight, dude. Yeah, flight's like 10 stairs. It was double flight stairs.
10 beers,
20 stairs, I freaking go up there. There's stairs here, and then at the top there's just a wall that goes all the way back to the bedroom, which makes the hallway. And
Like a half wall, though.
it's like a half wall. Yeah, it's a half wall because there's a ledge here. You can talking to the wife in the morning. What's going on? How'd you sleep? Or something like that. You can lean your shoulder on. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I'm drunk. Oh God, I'm really drunk.
How's it going, baby?
Oh, I don't know why. Suddenly, I don't think I saw anything. I might have, but my mind's trying to block it out.
I told Jordan that he probably saw something, but subconsciously he's telling himself he didn't.
Yeah, that's for some fucking reason.
And then every time he's
because when I had my first kid, and we made the mistake of every time he cried, going to pick him up and going, "Oh, it's okay, go back to bed," and I'd walk up and down that hallway for hours at night just to get him back to bed. FYI, Nick, don't do that. Let him cry. Ha ha ha. Just saving you
my
some
kid
sleep.
sleeps, so I'm good.
So I would go back and forth, for an hour a night, down this small hallway upstairs, and the ledge was like right here. And for some reason, I get this feeling that visual aids. I keep thinking that one day I'm just gonna look over and someone's gonna be doing this.
I drew a picture of it too.
Funny when you did that. But yeah, there we go.
I was wondering what Austin
Austin's
was doing.
better.
I was like, is he doing fucking homework or something?
It's frightening because it's not in my mind.
I like how the guy's friendly, Austin.
It wasn't.
I didn't want
wasn't
to be like
dick,
come
he's
to
just like,
demonic
hey.
because I drew some scary picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
looked
wasn't.
a damn
In
Diglett.
my mind, he
Diglett.
wasn't friendly. He wasn't good looking. He was scary looking.
Well, he looks like
Was he
Diglett
bald
right
and looked
there.
like
Yeah,
a
no.
thumb?
At the
And-
same time,
In the
Was he
picture,
bald
the
and looks
stairs
like a thumb?
the stairs are right here.
Dirk Diggler, is
And-
that what it is? Zach?
And as you come around here, the bedrooms were over that way. So there's just like this is on the opposite side of this thing was the stairs. So when you walk past it, you can just see like a little
Yeah.
space where someone can come up like that. Like
I don't know why.
Sorry,
I don't know if
sorry.
something's happened,
Hold on.
but it's
Hold on. If
in
I
my
rem-
mind.
If I remember right, weren't you like coddling Talon, going to bed, and you fell asleep in his room, and you woke up freaking out, something like that? Is it not that you could have sworn you went to sleep, like trying to put him to sleep, and you actually fell asleep in his room?
I've done that once in this house. I didn't do it in the townhome.
Maybe.
But when I did that one day, and I had the most terrifying dream. Like I woke up
that's
going, like, oh, what the fuck, you know? Because you go to sleep. It was like an hour nap, and I don't know what the dream was about, but it was enough to. It just frightened the bejesus out of me,
Okay,
and I don't know what it was, but
this
I
is-
think it's that room because I haven't napped in that room since.
This is just like the last podcast because Jordan seems to have all of the stories. But Jordan, can you tell the one about the bag?
Yeah. Okay. Real quick.
This one's short. This one's short. So
This
Austin,
one's
you
like
can
it's-
talk after this.
I was okay. There's before the kids' room was the kids' room. It was my game room with my computer in there, and there was a bag. She was gone or sleeping or something, so the door was closed, and there was a plastic bag outside the door, and I heard some rustling of the bag, which is weird to begin with, and then like you could see bag.
Just happen to have a chip bag, bro.
It's back here, the sock bag. It's back here. And I hear it like rustling like this. I'm like, okay. I look out there, nothing's going on. And then I start playing my League of Legends probably, or Minecraft back then. It does this, and then it fucking like darts off, fucking hits the door of the computer room, and it fucks down the stairs, and it goes into the kitchen, and it clonks into the big sliding glass door, and then it's just a bag down there. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Well, I have never heard this.
It
I've
goes
never
it
heard that either. That's
I've
awful.
never heard this.
You can
down.
see-
Boom, and I heard like, what the fuck is going
And
on?
that's not like a straight line in his old house. Was it in your townhome?
Yeah.
and you
If
can't
it-
really.
If that was that way, it was like this. It went around. It went down. It turned a corner.
And tried to fuck
180
off the back
degrees.
door. I don't know what it was, but
That's
when
awful.
I got down there, it was just a bag by the door.
And you
Swear to
can't,
God.
you can't really say that it's like
Haley or
there's like a
Walter?
wind tunnel or anything because holy
I
shit.
have no
there's-
idea what it was. It
Was
hit,
that a-
it hit that fucking glass door like it was a body hitting that door. It was
Well,
like,
could have. Hold up. What if it was like Walter being stupid, getting caught in a plastic bag, rolling down the stairs and nailing the wall?
I've only had that cat was such a great cat. You know, your cats might try to get stuck in plastic bags.
Walter.
Walter was so perfect, and that stupid cat had to die. But Storm,
Walter was a dick.
it could have
Hey.
been the cat because Storm is an idiot and got stuck in the plastic casing, like when you get a 6-pack from the store, and the plastic little
Oh, yeah,
candle.
he
She got
did.
stuck in there, and she was fucking freaking out when she did that. But I
Could
don't
have
know.
been Bailey. Could have been Bailey.
Bailey's too old. Anyway, Zach, I'm done talking for like an hour or so. I've told
All right.
my
Anyone else?
story.
I'm,
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my scariest dream ever.
Hey, we should talk about the Nets thing too in the camper.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Austin.
That was stupid, man.
We
I
need to
don't-
talk.
I mean,
we need to talk
it's not
about Mom's Little Minion. We need to talk about Shadow Guy. We need to talk about a lot of stuff. So, Austin, go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Don't
So-
rush though.
So when I had, I believe it was mono. I
You
think it
had
was
mono? Oh,
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
It was.
sick dreams are the worst. I don't know why they're so
Well,
bad usually.
no. The thing is, though, is whatever sickness I had, I got medicine, and on the medicine it said that a side effect could be night terrors.
Oh,
And I said, "Well, that's fantastic. Okay, Jacob, do you want to not go back to looking at the internet?"
kiss me.
Yeah, I remember that one, Nick. So the side effect was night terrors, and I thought, yep, that's fantastic. That's gonna be just great. I don't think anything happened the first like 2 nights or whatever, but like the third night, I had a dream, and it's the scariest dream I've ever had in my life.
I think I know what this is. You told me, right?
Yeah, I've
I
told
think
you all.
he's told all of us. Yeah.
I think I know what it is. Go ahead.
But so basically the thing starts off, and I mean, once I tell you this, you're gonna be like, that's not scary at all. But it sticks out in my mind
No,
still to
it's
this
so
day.
different if it's from you. I've always thought that, like, you tell a dream, and it's like, this doesn't even sound scary, but it felt so fucking
Yeah.
real.
Right. The whole dream, first of all, is the only dream I've ever had like that too. That it's it was only audio. There was no video to it at all. Like it's like basically like what it was thinking of is I was walking and I had my eyes closed.
I know what dream this is. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember.
And what happened was I was walking and it just kind of like, I remember it being cool. So it was dark outside, and so I mean nighttime. I was walking and through like grass and stuff like that. I heard like the maybe like leaves and stuff, and I said, "Hey, where are we going?" And it's my dad's voice, and he was like, oh, we're gonna go dig up your grandpa, and this is probably 2 or 3 years after he died. I think this happened. I think 2011, 2010, 2011. Yeah, and he died 2007 or 6, one of them. Just a few years after, I'm like, oh, why? And he's like, well, he's just got something that I need, and I said, oh, okay. So I mean, it's my dad, so I just continue going with him. Again, this is like close your eyes during this whole thing, and you'll experience exactly what I did. And what happened after that is like we were just walking, and then I just hear here, hold this for me, and I'm holding like it's like a shovel or something like that, and I just hear because he's like shoveling, like trying to dig out, the hole where my grandpa's buried, and that probably went on for like half an hour or something like that. It seemed like it went on forever, and then all of a sudden you hear dink, and like, all right, we got him, and well, he throws the shovel up. I remember that, and then I hear the like the top of the coffin, and he's just like, oh. I wouldn't look at this if I were you. Like, and I imagine like worms coming like out of his eyes or whatever, and basically like he grabbed something. I don't know what it was because he didn't tell me or I didn't ask, I guess. And I assumed it was like a necklace or something. I don't know, a medallion or something like that. I don't know. My dad and my grandpa. It's not even his. It was my mom's dad, not his dad. But after that, like we just. Did a little bit more digging, like putting the dirt back on, and then we walked out, didn't say another word, and then it was over. I mean, not much happened there, but I mean,
like it's nothing though. But you dug up.
Grandfather. I mean, it'd be freaky.
I feel like it's even scarier just having an audio only dream.
Yeah.
Just eerie as hell.
Well, that's what I was. It's like just blackout, but you can hear everything.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd
and
like to do a little tangent here.
That's all it is. It's just black.
Since Austin did a pretty good job at telling that one, did anybody here remember any bad nightmares that they still remember? Like, apparently they have to be very bad if you can still remember.
Oh, I have a real. It's a pretty good one, but
I had a reoccurring one when I was a
two.
kid, and I'll start here.
Yep.
Since Austin did a pretty good job, but when I was super young, 5 years old, 4 years old, it's what I don't know why I kept having this dream. And it was one out of multiple nightmares I kept having, and I would wake up and I had a bunk bed with the guy right next to me here, Jordan. It was the time that we had that bunk bed in the old house, and I was on the very top of the bed. I thought, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I jumped off on the top of the bed, and Jordan was sleeping right there. I walked out of the I walked out of the room, and instead of like opening the door and seeing the hallway down to the bathroom, I saw a big ass dungeon, like classic dungeon. It's made out of bricks, and there's those like teeth gates all the way down, like classic like dungeon. And there's like 15 gates all around me, but there's only one open, and I'm like, all right. And you're a dream, you don't understand why you do half the stuff you do. And so I walked down there, and I got to another empty area. Same thing. Instead of walls all around, it's just a bunch of gates. One of the gates was open. I'm like, okay. And I kept doing this for about 2 or 3 more rooms. And then after I got to one room, I saw our Grandma Vicky. I saw our grandma, and she is super religious, guys. Absolutely, a Christian through and through. And she was sitting here, and you know how in like the 1950s they did this? The two guys.
That was not the 1950s. That was like the 1910s.
Whatever,
Yeah.
1920s.
Why I oughta?
Yeah. Put up your nuts,
Fisticuffs.
Yeah, that's what she was doing to an open door, and I'm like, Grandma, what are you doing? And she turned around, and she was like, I'm gonna take him down.
Bring it,
back.
bitch.
And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And then from the gate that was right behind her, there was like a yellow that turned, amber, and then it turned gold, and there was something shaking the ground, and I'm like, oh my God, something's coming out, and there's a bunch of fire over there. Grandma, you have to come. And I was trying to run away, and I turned around, and she was not doing. She just kept doing this. And she said, "Come out, demon! I'm gonna fight you," or something. And it sounded really funny until I kept running, and I heard her scream bloody murder, and then a few broken bones, and I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" And I kept running, and I all the doors that were closed before were now all open, so I had no idea how the fuck to get back, and I was like, and I just kept taking random things, and the more I ran, the more I heard boom, 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 boom right behind me, so I knew it was chasing me, and I'm like, fuck, and I finally found the door. I grabbed it, I shut it, and I climbed up our little stairs that get to the very top bunk, and then I laid down and put the covers over my head, and I heard bang, crunch, crunch, crunch. It jumped up on the bed and it grabbed me by both of my arms, and I was like closing my eyes trying to look away from it, and it just kept screaming, "Look at me!" and like multiple. You know how like the demonic voices, how they make them, where they're just multiple voices stacked on top of each other. It screamed that over and over again, and then I woke up. That happened to me like every week for a while.
I never had a repeating dream.
No, I'm gonna yeah. I've had that. I don't know. It's like when I was younger. I haven't had it for years, but this same dude, he's like this dark silhouette. And it wouldn't, no matter if it's a happy dream, scary dream, it'd be the same dude in a silhouette.
Was it this man?
Hold on, is there?
This man is scary.
Hold on,
That's fucked up,
That's
man.
this man.
Hold on.
All right, what, Jordan?
Zach, Google this man and throw him up on top on that.
I will
someone.
definitely put it up, and we have to talk about that because
Someone-
I'm pulling
No.
Austin. Boop.
How about that guy that says once you see this guy, he's gonna appear in your dreams over and over
That's
again?
this man.
That's this man.
What?
It's
This
not
man.
if
He
you see
appears
him.
in like thousands of people's dreams, and
Yeah.
they all describe the
It's-
same
yeah.
person. That's this man.
It's
Well,
not
'cause
it's
if
weird,
you see
dude.
him, it's I have seen him in my dreams. A lot of people have.
Hey,
Yeah.
I told you this
Hey.
before. I just need to say this quickly.
Yep,
I told you
yep,
this
no
all
problem.
before, that we only see things in our dreams that we've seen before in life. So it's like, okay, I've seen what a vagina looks like. So, even though I haven't seen, my hot third grade teacher's vagina, I've seen one before. So it's like, I could just picture that in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that
so
make
like
sense?
this
And
man
so
sees
what we
something
saw a
that
picture of
people are
this man.
consistently seeing.
Right. We saw a picture of him, and then we put him in our dreams.
Yeah, so that's why thousands of people. But what
Right.
the thing is that before the picture was released, there were,
A
people
little
would go to like people would go to like a therapist or something, and they'd explain like, I keep seeing this person in my dream, and like they would say, okay, describe him. They draw him out, and they came like together and found out that like hundreds of people were seeing this same face in their dreams
He's
before
not
like
that
that
creepy,
picture
though.
was released. He's
He
not
is
just an
nice.
average looking guy, but
he's
it
kind
makes
of
it creepy.
creepy.
He just has a
It makes it
unibrow.
The
It's
thing that
creepy.
scares the hell out of me. It's just,
Yeah, it's
I
just
have-
his facial expression.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jacob.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
a couple things to talk about. So, I'll say my dream.
there's
It's
stuff to
not-
talk about. Wow.
Yeah, I wrote down 3 things. Oh, 2 things now since we just talked about that guy. But I'll save my dream. It's not too scary, but it's just weird. But I've always had this recurring dream. Always. When I was younger, I think I had it like 70 times. I still have it too. And it's like of me. All I can remember is I'm doing something in our downstairs. In our downstairs, you walk upstairs and there's a what do you call it?
Landing.
Landing. Yeah. So it's like walk up
Foyer.
like 8 stairs, the landing. Walk up another 8 stairs. You're on the upper level. So then I've always like ran upstairs. I'm scared of something that's gonna be behind me. So in my dream, I'm running up the 8 stairs, get to the landing,
God.
and I look back and there's something in like chasing me. So I run up the other 8 stairs, and on that last step, I just drop down, and like it's the worst fucking. It's not always the landing. It's always somewhere where I'm like a step away, and I just drop, and like I'm crawling, and like I just can't get there in time, and then something comes up and takes me down, and then I wake up. It's happened so
That's
many
weird.
times. No, it's the
That's
worst.
It's a
me a whole
basic
bunch,
dream,
too.
but it's pretty
No,
frightening.
it's the
What does it
worst.
mean though?
It just hurts. Like it hurts when I wake up because it's the worst thing ever.
There's like a book out there that shows you like, okay, you had this kind of
Yeah.
dream. This means you have something
Yeah.
going on in your life.
A falling
It's great.
dream, you're feeling insecure about work or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's-
Yeah, like
Sorry.
Okay, but they still don't know that. That's just coming out of their ass.
Yeah,
That's just-
true
yeah.
story.
But no,
It's a way
it's
to
a
make
fuck-
What's your other thing, Jacob?
it's a fucking terrible. Oh, I hope I don't have that dream tonight. It's a terrible fucking feeling.
Right? I'm looking at this guy's ugly mug now, and I'm probably gonna dream about him tonight.
Yeah.
right, dude? See?
So I told Nick this and my parents. I don't think I've told many others. This was I think it was like 2011.
Oh,
And
dude,
yeah,
I thought I was
dude.
hoping you were gonna bring up this.
it's just weird.
I'm gonna go lock my door.
I had a dream that I don't know. Okay.
He's actually gonna go do it.
Oh wait.
Is he really? Where'd he go?
There's a
Go
door
unlock his
behind
door.
him.
Oh God,
That scared. He's
I've been there.
not that kind of dream, Jordan.
I've been there.
What, dude?
All right.
Not
so,
that kind of dream.
So my dream, it was It's not scary. It's just really eerie. It's like,
Go ahead.
so I was in this dungeon type thing, and then
Dungeon?
this dungeon, and then this like giant fucking dragon demon type thing. Like it looked like a
Lord.
dragon, but it talked like that really demon tone, like you were talking about, Zach, where it has like
Multiple-
7
the multiple
voices.
voices, yep.
Yeah, so it was then it was, I was on the bottom, and I don't know how the logistics worked out. I'm fucking tiny, and this dragon's giant, but he stomped on me, so I couldn't move like on my arms. And then always like I was staring right at him, like right at his face, and he kept saying like repent. The end is coming. Repent. Oh fuck. Repent. Like over and over again. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
And wasn't this the
Repent.
year that the world was supposed to end?
Yeah. So then
That was
repent.
2012.
It was like
repent.
a week beforehand, wasn't it, or something?
No, yeah. I so he kept saying repent, and I woke up. I was like, that's a fucking weird dream. And no joke. I went on Facebook right after I woke up, and then that was the first time I saw that 2012 was supposed to be the end of the world and all that shit. So I was like, that's really weird that I dreamt that. And then minutes later after I woke up and go on Facebook, I see that shit. So that really freaked me out. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
obviously. That's
Oddly specific. I don't know how the story goes for this one either, but didn't something happen to your mother in her mother's basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, the gnome.
yeah.
The
Zach,
gnome.
You take that.
Oh, I think that sounds
Alright.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Our mom, our grandma and grandpa live in a super old house. It was made in like literally just like a bit shy than the 19th century. It's really old.
No, it's
And
gotta be 18, no
19
doubt.
yeah, it has to be. But
No, I think it was
basically-
1860.
But you walk
That's
in.
way old. No.
Like you walk in from the
No,
very
no doubt.
side of the you walk in from the very side of the building, and if you take another left, you could go down to their cellar. So you could look straight down into it. There's no door or anything blocking the view. And then if you go straight, you go upstairs to the actual living room. My mom, when she was younger, her and my grandparents had to go downstairs because there was a tornado drill. And
There's no
No,
drill.
there was a tornado.
No drill.
oh, there was an actual tornado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There was an actual tornado, and they were sitting down there, and my grandma and grandpa went upstairs to grab something else before the actual tornado hit, and my mom was just kind of sitting down right there, and she said, "Sorry about that, guys. Apparently the ghosts don't want us talking about our separate little stories right here because we just got disconnected, but we're back on, and we're gonna say a big fuck you to those ghosts here, and I'm gonna say the story anyways."
You are. I'm not.
You're gonna die tonight. Yeah.
My ghost overlords.
So my mom has okay, so pretty much as soon as you get into my parents' or my grandparents' house, you either could go straight ahead and they'll go upstairs into the main room, or you could take a left and it'll go right down to the cellar where they keep all of their weird shit, like my grandpa's stuffed birds and everything else like that. And my mom, when she was younger, they actually had a tornado drill, or was it an actual tornado, guys?
Actual tornado.
Actual tornado.
So it was an actual tornado, and they all went downstairs, but my grandparents had to go upstairs for whatever reason that they needed before the tornado hit.
They were just going out to watch the weather just because they could.
Yeah, of course they would. That's I could see exactly that's what they would do. The tornado's not going to hit us here because we're better than that or something.
It was the late
So-
60s. It was a different time.
So basically, they went upstairs, and my mom said the way that she says it is there was like a little light that was from a little window, and it was shining in, and it was like moonlight that was just kind of shining in, and she looked over there, and there was like a little tiny 2 or 3 foot person, like like a Torbjorn was just standing right there, and she got scared because it was a new person down there, and it was just looking at her. And then when she called for Grandma and Grandpa, it like scattered upstairs, and apparently she heard it run out the door. And
Well, no, at first it looked at her and she was like, "Get out of here," and it like waved, and then ran after it waved, I
waved
guess.
and ran. Okay,
Like looked
so-
right at her, waved, and then ran. I was like, "What the?" Yeah.
And now how creepy? I mean, the premise of it's a small
Oh,
person
yeah.
that just walked in. Maybe it
Yeah,
didn't have any
like
other
he
place
was
to go, and
super
it was just
small,
trying to
like
find
a gnome
something,
size.
but-
They said.
Yeah, gnome size. So like it has to be like itty bitty, tiny, teeny, and I could see that being scary, but it would make you feel kind of like a dickhole. It's just like, I swear to God, I saw a dwarf. It's like, no, you just probably saw a midget, and you just, insulting it,
Right.
calling it a dwarf.
That's even scarier. As a fucking thunderstorm and there's lightning and all the thunder, and that'll just make it awful.
And so every single time we go there and we're about to leave, Nick goes all the way down at the very step and does his little scary face. Nick, can you do the scary face?
Like I'll do something like and just pop up. Yeah, it's great.
And then we'll be like, oh my God, Mom, what's that? And she'll look down and she would just have a heart attack every single time. It's great. It's lovely.
Now, I'm gonna kind of move this over. I mean, we got about 10 minutes left or so.
Oh, for God's sake.
We're
gonna have to do this again in the future because we have so many other stories.
Yeah, when I think of how do I want to say this?
Paranormal.
Like believable and non-believable things, right?
I was gonna say that too. I was going to bring that up too.
I don't ever think of gnomes being one of those things. It's just like they don't even. I mean, whether they're real or whether they're not real, it's not one of those ones. I'm like, oh my God, gnomes though.
Yeah, right.
Those gnomes.
Watch out.
I've seen YouTube videos and they might be fake, but I have seen stuff like that where there was just like itty bitty 1 foot people that are running around and.
I read R.L. Stein's book about it,
And you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think those are lawn gnomes though. So.
I instead of like saying what kind of games we'll be doing, since we're in kind of the paranormal scary mood, I want to ask everybody here, like, what's one thing that you wholeheartedly believe, like paranormal type, and then one thing you don't believe in at all? Like, I want to know what everyone's like some people can believe in aliens, but ghosts is too far. Like, I want to know what everybody's,
true.
like, everything is with everyone. Austin, would you like to start us?
Sure. I wholeheartedly believe that night at the fair, Jacob and I saw a UFO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
right. Picture.
Yeah, that's some weird stuff.
Picture
Man. I don't
right
know.
here and another one right there.
And I think there's 4 of them, so I had 2 more.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. And I'll send them to you right now, Zach. We went to a Shinedown concert at our local fair one year, and
where your what do we call things that we like?
What?
What do we call things on the stream on this podcast that we like? What do we do to them?
Sponsor them?
Sponsor. Shine down your sponsor.
Sponsored.
I expect to check in a week.
Week. I expected 2 days. Amazon Prime. Sponsored. So, we were at a Shinedown concert, but it actually got rained out. So we saw like the opening act. Wasn't it Hailstorm, Jacob?
Yeah, some crap.
Because Hailstorm's really good now. So, I heard a song today on the radio. It was fantastic. Anyway,
Fire's great. Yeah.
So we left. So it got rained out. So we're standing out like in the concession stands, and it's just like raining. We're under like a shaved ice stand. Looking at the sky. And then, the rain clears up, but the sky's still really dark. And out to the, the one way, whatever the sun sets on. Sun. I mean, yeah, there you go. It's the lights over there, like, but then there's like you could see there's a real thick border of darkness of where it was just like hardcore raining. And right next to our fairgrounds is the quarry, big deep quarry. So what I decided to do is, back where I'm at, I was taking pictures on my phone. I was probably like click, 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 click. I mean, they're probably that far apart because the Ferris wheel is turning different colors, and it looked really cool against the black sky. Jacob was doing the same thing, and there's people next to us also doing the same thing. I mean, we didn't know any. It was just me and Jacob out there. And then a couple days later, I thought nothing of it. Looked at the pictures again. I thought those are cool pictures. It's probably like 2 weeks that go by. And I look at him again and I go, what is that? I saw like a little outline of like a UFO. It's got 8 lights on it. And I said, no. Then I go to my next picture and it's there again. And each picture moves up a little bit, like kind of like in just like a line pattern like that. And then I asked Jacob, I'm like, please look at the pictures on your phone. Tell me this is in there. And he's like, I have them too. So I'm in one spot. Jacob's in the spot next to me. And we both have pictures that have that same light in just a little bit different spot each picture we
A lot of
have.
people like to think. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's the highway fucking lights." It's like
No,
highway
but
lights don't
the
move.
highway lights.
Those
Well,
don't
no,
go
no, no. And the
100,000 feet in the
The
air.
highway lights, I thought it was that, but when me and Austin drove by, the highway lights, it's a pole and then a light, a single light spraying down on that side, and then the same on the other side.
And also,
so
when you
there's two. There's two, but in the pictures, it's four consecutively on each side, so it's a circle.
When
of
you
four
see these
lights
pictures
on each
as
side.
well, you're gonna highway lights might seem plausible, but you have to remember that there's a giant quarry in between the fairgrounds and the interstate. So it's like there's no way that the light could be that big.
Yeah, that's pretty far away from.
I wholeheartedly believe I saw that night.
And I'm gonna put the pictures up now instead of all the other times you guys been saying, because I wanted to hear that whole story before I showed the pictures.
How did you not see it though when you were taking the picture?
That's what I'm
was
saying,
It just
that-
not
that's what
obvious.
I'm just guessing it was too fast.
It had to have been. I don't know, because we
Which
didn't
got
see
me-
anything. But when we pressed, the shutter, all that, maybe that was quick enough. I have no idea, but I never
Which
once
was
saw.
getting me
like-
to think that maybe aliens move during storms. Like that's it's like there's a storm going on, so you're like inside not probably paying attention, then aliens like
Ride the lightning.
we're gonna fuck off the planet right now, and this is our way out, bang. Or maybe they even create the storms.
Yeah,
That's a
maybe.
possibility.
I like it.
That got me really thinking of that. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I really
Oh.
don't believe.
Bat Boy, you don't believe that, right?
That
Bad boy.
that's made for a magazine,
That bad boy.
All right, Nick.
right?
I mean, Austin seems pretty open-minded. That's good. I mean, what about you, Nick? The thing you believe in the most, and then the one you just don't even believe in at all, if you have any.
I don't know. I like Austin. I believe in a whole lot of stuff. I mean, aliens, I know they're out there. Whether they consistently visit here or not, I don't know. I figured, in the past, they're just so obvious. Like, yeah, these gods were technically aliens, but why don't I see them now? And why suddenly aren't they making themselves present, whereas they did in the past? So I obviously there's other beings out there besides us. There's no question to that. They can't
I
be
think all of us will
forever
agree
and
to
nothing.
that.
Yeah. So, whether they're watching us or not is different. Ghost, I totally believe in. I've been in contact with them. I mean, I don't doubt
I wanted
ghosts
to get into
are
Shadow Man
totally-
stories, but we're running out of time here. So
Yeah, that's
unfortunately,
fine.
That's going to be
that could
another
be a different
story.
thing.
Another podcast. We're going to have to do this again because I like these stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
'Cause-
earlier in the day though.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely ghosts. No
Anything
question in my mind
anything
that
you
they're.
don't believe in at all, like at all.
I guess not really. Gnomes. I don't think those things are real. Whatever the hell. If you think gnomes are real, cool. But
Where'd the idea come from then, Nick?
I don't know.
It's not really
Fucking
it's
put
not
something
really a hard
surrounding the
idea.
lawn.
What
Like
if
it's just.
people-
I don't know.
You could throw that same example for werewolves or vampires or
Yeah.
whatever
Anything.
other thing out there.
Any urban legend that you can think of,
Had to come from somewhere.
had to come from somewhere.
Add the
Could
X
be
Files
tall
music.
tales that are, anything could be that. Aliens could be tall tales that just somebody made up and just got passed down in ancient times, and now suddenly everybody thinks there's
All right,
aliens.
you're making me think of like 100 stories during that. So,
Dude, I know.
so
that's what I was
someone
thinking.
else go.
Cobb.
Jacob.
Cobb.
Okay. I mean, I fully believe, in ghost demons and all that shit. And I also think there is for sure aliens, because there's millions of galaxies. There's no way that there's nothing.
Try billions.
Billions, sorry, trillions,
Billions.
whatever.
Probably
by
trillions,
billion.
too.
Forever.
There's so many.
Oh.
But what I don't believe is that they're little fucking. When people say, "Oh, I got abducted," and there are these little green men with big
Yeah.
black eyes, I don't believe that.
That's-
Okay,
It's always a
but
fact.
there's millions of people that said that. Millions. It's not 100 people. It's not one person. It's millions.
Yeah,
of people
but
that
you know
say
what?
that.
Millions of people are just trying to get into a fucking newspaper.
Exactly.
You got to realize that, like, people just
I
want their
don't
name
know.
out there, so they're
I was-
gonna be like, "Yeah, I saw that. Of course,
I was
of
gonna ask
course,
you
my
guys-
story's
I
gonna
don't
match
think
the
so.
next guy's."
Because I believe in aliens, but I'm not sure if I believe in grays.
Yeah, great.
Well, I mean,
Put up a
I
picture-
believe more, like,
Put up
the
a picture of a
Nordics.
gray, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
What's a
I
gray?
think everyone knows what a gray is, but in case you don't know, boom, right there.
I
I
don't know what
believe
gray
more
is.
into like
You
the
see how
Nordic
big its
side where
eyes
they
are? You
look
see
more human-like. They're not just little tiny big-headed.
I think it's either
Oh,
us or like I mean it's just gonna be plant life.
Yeah, like the
That's it.
Nordic
Not-
aliens.
but
that they
but
talk
but
about.
not
We
like
have no idea. You can guess all you want.
I understand.
Yeah,
understand.
but why
understand
doesn't
that.
anybody have an idea? But suddenly, like in the past, everybody had an idea of who there were gods. Basically, is what people are saying. But why aren't they making themselves known now? Suddenly, when really they could.
You
they
could do the
would
same
know-
thing about the Bible. Angels, everybody used to talk to us back in the day during the Bible times, but we haven't, as
Yeah,
far as
those
I
are a
know,
little different. Even though I mean,
have things
like, I
happening
think
today.
People
you know?
talking to aliens is more subtle than what you actually think. You know, whereas like people talking to aliens or talking to God and hear God talk to them is more into like their spiritual beliefs and like how they feel. So God more swayed me to do this instead of directly told me, "Hey."
So
do
what
this.
about like monks or like nuns that devote their life to Jesus? Do they talk to God or angels the whole time? This could be a whole night. We should
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah,
as,
that
as a
Okay, so
podcast.
we got
probably
We need to
do
make
it.
this like a 7-hour fucking.
Jacob,
Jacob,
is there anything that you don't believe?
Don't believe in besides that? I mean,
Just like I don't know. I guess werewolves. I don't really believe in that at all.
okay. Yeah, I mean,
Some
werewolves,
some of those
vampires.
really far fetched things. I mean, no, yeah. There's no. I don't think there's any way about vampires and werewolves and all that shit. No way.
All right.
Gotcha. All right, Jordan. Believe in everything. Believe in
Yeah,
some stuff.
I just with Austin.
Jordan
I
just,
don't.
like,
There's nothing
knows
I
it.
don't believe in. Yeah, everything's open to interpretation
You
because
think
there's.
werewolves could be real though? Like people who change into that shit. or
I literally
something? Like,
think anything is possible. Literally anything. Because honestly, if you put your mind to it, I'm not trying to sound like an idiot here, but honestly, if you devote your whole life to, I mean, because we can like modify our DNA now. So I mean, if you got the cash and you got the time and you got the knowledge, I mean, you can do anything you want. You could grow wings. You could fucking maybe looking at the moon to turn into a war is highly far fetched, but I don't know. I mean, anything. Anything's possible.
One of the biggest things that I always see is like that on the guy's deathbed that talked about the Loch Ness Monster is he said he faked it. That famous photo of the Loch Ness Monster, bam, that's faked. He put a thing on like the end of a boat, of a toy boat, and then took a picture from far away in black and white. And he said that on his deathbed that it's fake. But I mean, you can't deny that when people go out on the loch, that when they get tremors underwater, like what's that?
Yeah.
Like
underwater geysers and stuff. I
It
mean,
might not be exactly what it looks like elongated neck and everything, but there might be something big. There might be
what is it?
monsters
What is it? A
down there,
plesiosaur
yeah.
or something?
something prehistoric that.
We know absolutely
Some
diddly
sort
about
of- yeah, I
our
think so.
world,
I don't know.
and we want to go look at other worlds. I mean, that is the backwards thinking. We need to know what is on Earth, inside and out, before we start.
We don't know all what's
I
in
think-
here.
I think
That's
they're
true. We
more-
should learn about our brains first. I mean,
I think they're more worried about getting us off this planet in case something were to happen, like a
Why don't we
fucking
just think of
comet
defense?
smashing
Why
into
don't-
us
why don't we-
within a
why don't we think
24-hour
of-
period.
of
You know.
shields? Why don't we think of something that can destroy the meteor, whatever? Why don't
Because
we
What
there's
if
no
just
profit in
just
that.
leaving the planet is more realistic than staying here and attempting
Let's
that?
go to Jupiter. We'll have way more room. All right, hold on. Okay.
Don't worry about the
all right.
noxious
Just
gas,
gas.
at all. Don't worry
Oof,
about the
so
noxious gas.
or
we'll figure that out.
Wait, the gravity.
We'll figure that out. Zach.
We'll figure it out.
I am very open to almost everything, but I feel the same way like Jacob and Nick, and I'm guessing Austin at this point. I don't think everything is up for grabs. Like Wolfman, vampire, El Chupacabra. I don't really believe in everything. Like Chupacabra might actually be like a mutated wolf or something like that. So it might be out there. I agree.
Just got an explanation, yeah.
Yeah, it's an explanation. It's not a completely new type of species. It's just the genetic offspring of something fucked up happening.
Yep.
But I do agree. I do believe in demons, ghosts, aliens, everything out there that is actually believable.
So,
Right.
if aliens ever turn out to be true, do you think it's going to throw a wrench in the Bible?
Not really, because
No.
there's so much.
Does the Bible
universe out
talk?
there.
Does the Bible talk about aliens?
I have no idea. Maybe
It talks
you know.
about
It's
other
like
beings in a
it's like
weird way,
Shakespeare
but
to
it's not
me.
like,
So
Yeah, it's tough. I don't.
It's tough to
You
read.
you need to read the New Testament because that Old Testament's like reading, like you said,
It
Shakespeare.
doesn't help that, if it was written in the English language, it'd be different, but it was written in Hebrew or something, which we got to have someone.
Then they have to interpret
Translate
it in a
it.
weird way. And
Yeah.
And have you guys
I
ever
don't know.
translated like Korean into English instead of saying,
Yes.
have a nice day? It says, insert the niceness into your self-esteem today. It's like,
Yeah.
not even close, but
Exactly,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
See,
then.
so like, doesn't that make you think that maybe the translators didn't translate what they were actually thinking back in the day? I mean,
there's still the Bible the exact way that it has been forever, and people have translated it over and over and over and over again. I feel like 1,000 people doing that, they got most of it right.
I mean, the only way I would actually be okay reading it would be to learn Hebrew and read it in the actual language.
This is a podcast I don't even want to do. I don't want to do anything that has to do with government or politics because it's just gonna be too much to do.
All right.
I mean,
It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Okay, I think we need to cut it here.
yeah, we are going way over. This is the extended version of AC.
I need you both. Okay, so Jacob and Jordan, please take a step back. So go back as far to the camera as I am. All right, now everybody, put a thumb up towards the camera. Do this. All right, now Zach, you need to put tinfoil hats on all of us.
I'll,
And that's
I'll,
good.
I'll
That-
end the podcast.
That could be the picture. All of us going like this with tinfoil hats.
Austin, unless you have
sounds
any
awesome.
other drunken pictures that I can end it off on.
Okay, well, does anybody else have anything else to say?
Yeah.
I have plenty to say. Just
I mean,
not
I have
time.
one thing to say. Does anyone else have dreams about fighting people fist to fist?
yeah, and then you're slow and you're so weak.
Yep.
Yes! Oh, it's not just me.
If
I
I
was
have
wondering.
if I have ever had a reoccurring dream, that's what it is. Is I'm
It's just
trying to
like,
somebody started
so
shooting, and
pissed
I'm
I
like,
could
bring it
punch-
on. It's like nothing. Nope.
No, I've never.
And
had
I go
dreams
like, it
that.
goes like this.
Run away, and then it's like,
You know,
no,
and
I can't get out.
I was just wondering if that was just me or if
Never in
it's
my
everybody.
life.
No way, man. I've
I
had
want
them
to
all the
go
time.
into so much about that, but
That is F.
No,
Yes,
I can't.
we gotta
I
stop.
can't. Yeah, we gotta
I've
get
never
down to-
never had that. So
No. All right.
Here,
Well, thank you for joining us on the third podcast of
Sorry
all
that it was
time.
everywhere. This was really everywhere.
It was good. I liked it a lot. We'll do it again here next week. So please
fair
come back.
wins. Fair wins.
Not
Fair
next
wins. Okay, not next week. We're in Seattle. True story.
We could do like I was hoping that us three could get together, but I don't know what we would record it on.
We'll see, yeah. All right. Well, I'll say it again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
And good night.
Um,
guys.
Goodbye, y'all.
See you next time.
Bye.
With aluminum foil, never settle for less. That kind of wrap is just the best to keep your sandwich nice and fresh. Stick it in your cooler.